Hey guys, it's Lena. Welcome to my channel where I like to give life advice. I like to talk about mental health topics and give my opinions on different matters. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead, like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. That way you know anytime I upload. I would love to have you guys, of course. So guys, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. And I'm so excited to have you guys back. Today I want to talk about a little bit of a really awesome subject. And it's basically that you should take inspiration from others. So I think that looking at other people is really beneficial for you to sort of maybe see things from a different perspective, do things in a little bit of a different way. Because sometimes we need to understand that sometimes our way of doing things, you know, maybe there could be better ways of doing things, and you can sort of see that through your interactions with others. And how they go about things. I learned this through my workplace, interacting with several different types of people. And in my experience with this, I've met some awesome people at work who have like such an amazing work ethic. And I feel that sometimes that's really very influential. I feel that it's also really inspiring. It inspires you to do the best. It's very contagious, I guess you could say. You know, you want to do your best. You know, it's kind of a little bit of a competition and whatnot sometimes, but no, it's like you can figure out better and different ways to go about things that can improve your own life. So I think it's important to sometimes step back, you know, and sort of evaluate how you go about things and be like, okay, well, you know, such and such does it this way. Maybe that way is a lot better than how I go about it. And, you know, there's this thing of like, don't be envious of people. Don't be envious of people. Just know that, you know, sometimes you can definitely learn things from other people and sort of harness that for yourself, so that way you can sort of progress on your own path, which is really important. You should always, you know, try to gain perspective from another person's point of view. Step outside yourself every once in a while, and say, you know, maybe the way that I'm doing things isn't achieving the results in which that I would actually like to achieve. Such and such person, they go about it this way. Maybe I can learn something from them, you know. And you have to be okay. You have to be open to constructive criticism from others and to yourself. It's okay to criticize yourself. Just don't beat yourself down to the point where it's like, okay, you know, it kind of makes you feel stagnant and you feel bad about yourself, and so you're not making much progress. Constructive criticism should always, you know, come from a place of positivity and wanting to improve versus a place of, you know, keeping you stagnant and keeping you from progressing. So I think that's really important. You know, and this doesn't only pertain to motivation or anything like that. It's just like you can take different things from different people, like someone's kindness or their patience. For example, there's a few examples that I want to give. In regards to work ethic, there's a guy at my work. He is like always on the freaking ball. Like he's always doing something. He's so helpful. He's got a hell of a work ethic for his age, and it's so inspiring. I'm like, oh my God, like you can do so much in such an amount of time, in such a small amount of time. You know, I want to be able to do that. You know, I love that energy. I love the enthusiasm. And there's another girl where I work at. She's very patient. She just started, and she's very patient. She doesn't complain about things. She works hard as well. You know, she's had a few curveballs thrown at her, definitely, since she started, but she's like taking everything in stride and being really patient with herself, and, you know, really sticking to the job at hand, which is very inspiring. It's like, wow, you know, maybe I don't have to complain about things, you know. Or in regards to the guy, well, maybe I can do something a little bit more. Maybe I can put forth even more energy to get things done, you know. So it's always sort of like looking at other people and being like, be inspired by other people. Don't be so self-consumed where you just want to be a stick in the mud and stick to your old ways. Realize that there are other people, there's different perspectives, there's other ways of doing things. Things don't need to be done the same all the time. You know, progression is a very important thing. You don't have to be set in your ways. You don't have to be set in your own routines and stuff, because, you know, as I've said before on this channel, life is growth and it's change. You know, you have to be able to progress in order to get the most out of life. You can't be like just, you know, the stagnant figure. I'm not saying like go out and change like all of your core beliefs or anything like that. Change who you are completely as a person. No, I'm saying just like take a few aspects and see where it goes for you. People around me inspire me all the time. I definitely get inspired by people. You know, they're just, people are just so awesome and stuff. They can show you things about yourself, good and bad. You know, and you can do the same for them as well. So it's important to have positive interactions with people, and you know, just try to keep others in mind and understand that, you know, sometimes other people's ways of doing things could be more beneficial than, you know, what you could be doing at that time. It's okay to be, it's okay to humble yourself. That's one of the biggest things that I want you to take from this channel. It's because being humble does not mean to degrade yourself. It means to be like, okay, I relinquish the fact that I have to always be right. Things like that just keep you in sometimes a state of denial that, like, you, how do I explain it? It keeps you in a state of denial of things could be better, you know? Like, the way I'm gonna go about things is just, that's the only way. It's the only way that I want to go about things. And, you know, it's like, no, you're kind of missing the point of life, you know? The point of life is progression. It's adaptation. It's learning things from people, you know? Other people shape us. Our experience shape us. We need to let that happen sometimes, and sometimes we don't need to let that happen. It just depends. You have to take everything within context. If something is going to be positive and it's going to move you in a positive direction to impact others in a positive way, that's the type of step that you should definitely take. So I hope that you guys have gotten a lot out of this message. But yeah, I am just like, I'm so stoked to be around the people that I am on a daily basis at work. I'm so blessed to work at a place where, you know, people are so positive. I can learn things from them in my interactions that not only last in my place of work, but, you know, they actually inspire me to make positive changes within day-to-day life outside of work. So it's really important, like I said, to humble yourself and realize that life is about change, adaptation, and taking things from a fresher perspective. So I hope that I've inspired you guys to take this energy on about yourself, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Stay positive, stay motivated. Catch you guys later. Bye.